Welcome back to Bless the Bitties, Season 14, Episode 6. Maddie, how say you?
Fantastic.
Yeah?
I just cooked a 5-course meal.
Yeah, what the hell? Okay, so I go to take a nap. You know, I caught a little cold. You know, it was Mardi Gras season, touching a lot of germs and shit. I got a sniffly, snotty nostril. I mean, how much was I sneezing yesterday?
A lot, like every second, basically.
Like, annoyingly. Like, past the point of, bless you.
Yeah, way past that
just
point.
Like, shut the fuck up. Right?
It was more of like a, ugh. Like,
this guy.
After every sneeze, just, all right.
Well, at least we weren't on public transport.
That is true. But still, you know. Snotty-nosed, rag, blowing your boogies.
Yeah. Blew a lot of mucous membrane out of my nostril. You know what I hate is that Dr. Drew said this a while back on Loveline, that basically, because some girl had called in and she was like, am I going to gain weight if I swallow my boyfriend's semen? And Dr. Drew was like, just as much weight as you'll gain if you swallow your snot. They're both made of mononucleoids or whatever. Like, it's the same thing, basically.
I mean, what a call, first of all.
Yeah.
Why are you so concerned about gaining weight? Anyways.
And how much semen exactly are you ingesting?
Like gallons a day? Like what?
Are you drinking more semen than
gross
milk, soda? Interesting.
Water.
So we had a crazy little week last week, yes? I mean, I would say it's the most we've done in a week span, yes, combined ever.
Yeah, and I'm still recovering because I'm an old lady now.
Yeah, well, same here. I mean, I am actually an old lady. I have like saggy tits and acid reflux disease.
Great. It's spot on.
So, but anyway, we made a video over the days, a compilation, and put some of my own sexy music behind it. So that only just because YouTube won't flag it. I wanted to put some better music, but you'll have to deal with this. But we're gonna walk you through this little this video here, and we're pressing play now.
All right, so down here,
you gotta wash your car.
I've noticed that. First of all, car wash is like a big deal down here.
Oh yeah, well,
there's like a car wash everywhere.
Yeah, it's hard to miss.
And everyone's always washing their car.
Yeah, although I've seen some dirty ones. And I'm like, how have you not washed your car?
Oh yes, this store.
We went to the mall.
Was the best smelling store ever.
It was your idea to go to the mall, right?
Yes, because I just wanted to be a biddy for a minute and just mall out at the mall.
Well, you don't go to the mall unless you go to Spencer's Gifts.
Which of course.
I'm quickly learning is nationwide. Like, they have this shit everywhere. I always thought it was
yeah, of course.
Lafayette's crazy. They got this crazy place called...
Nope.
Pause for...
Oh, Grande. With that Grande head.
Oh, boy.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Remember when these, like, type of shirts were, like, a really big deal?
As big as that penis pipe? Was it a pipe or was it a...
No, it was a shot glass.
Oh, shot glasses. Okay.
Yeah. That one is a really big shot glass.
It's like 2. Oh, okay, that was inappropriate.
Oh.
Did you ever own one of these rolling trays for your marijuana?
No, I wasn't. I never became that advanced.
Yeah, like every time I can think of rolling up weed, everybody would just be like, "Oh, hand me a magazine." And like chances are somebody had a magazine and you would just break it up. Oh, cheese.
Oh, the cheese. What are these? Oh, pasties?
Oh, this is where it turns dark.
Oh, this is the back of the back of the store with all the sex toys. Yeah. They had like a sale on batteries, so I needed to just grab a couple. Yeah. Actually,
I was holding the dildo. The battery operated dildo.
Yeah, what? Why are we still using battery operated anything? Like, just charge it up.
Plug it in. Hepburn.
All right. Posters. Yeah.
Yeah, they didn't really open wide enough.
This was hard to look at.
But I did get an award.
Yes. Guess which one?
Yikes.
Oh shit. Oh god. Why are you calling me out right now?
You know, if I leave you, that's it.
I love these shoes so much.
I love this guy driving. He speaks to me.
He's a good driver. He can drive.
Efficiently parking. Now this guy
is a mess.
Put him behind the wheel.
He probably could drive. He's good at holding on to things.
He's good at holding on to himself while he sleeps.
Alright, so Bosco's easily entertained, as you can see.
Full on play mode and full on jealousy mode.
Oh, jealousy. Okay. Now he's just going crazy. What's this?
Well, I eat seared tuna steaks now because my gout went away, so...
Whoa!
Oh, yeah. This is my new job. Sorry, don't mind me. So I can take you to lucrative dinners.
Okay, so...
And you're not impressed.
The reason my face was like that, because there was a sushi roll with a Dorito on top of it.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that.
And that was bizarre.
That was one of our rolls. It was like the junk food. All right.
This is me facing my fears. Thank you, Jesus.
I like that we glossed over the fact I beat you in shuffleboard.
Yeah, we don't have to talk about it. Here is a local high school.
Raider band? I have no idea what the fuck high school that was.
Okay,
Raiders.
so I guess I have to say I did not make the sign, but I also love it because it literally just says my first Mardi Gras. Like, if you think of just my first anything, you just think of something like babyish. And
right.
That was...
You look like a baby.
That was a sign made by a baby, but it was an actual older woman.
It looked like it was made by maybe a second grader.
Right.
Like, that had it together. Like, a second grader was like, wow, this is actually not bad.
A second grader that was like, I like drawing.
Right.
Oh, get down. It was
a sexual moment. That turkey, chicken.
I think it was a chicken.
And then it all ended. That was it. They're like, all right, everybody get the fuck on. Yeah, how short was that parade?
I mean,
you thought it would be longer.
Well, because you said it would be longer. I'm actually, I was okay with it. I mean, I was cold. Remember that tap water was terrible.
Oh, yeah.
It tasted disgusting.
And this guy.
Woo! Where'd you get that $1 from?
Where didn't I get it from?
Oh.
Yeah, these are two of my hoodlum friends. I love them to the day I die. It was weird hanging out with both of them at the same time. Because they're both kind of like from different worlds, but I love them just the same. Except when they drop the N-word.
Woo!
Dude just comes over and he's like, in this and in that. And I'm like, bro, fucking relax. We went
bowling and I was very upset.
Well, you started really like...
Well, I first, yeah, you know.
Hold on, this was your highlight of the night.
That was the highlight. Thank you for capturing that.
You got the spare. And we only took pictures of our t-shirts as our bowling pictures.
Yeah, because we had 2 guys on there.
That guy.
That guy.
I wish we could rewind.
That guy haunts my dreams. Like, he looks so shady.
So
what was he selling?
I don't know, insurance. I was winning by so much at this point, I just started taking trick shots. None of which actually worked.
Well, my hand, wrist, arm combo is still sore.
Look, this is me as a center in the NFL.
Oh, here we go.
That was pretty good, I think. I start blocking.
At first.
Don't fuck the shot. I'm talking about the form as a center.
Oh, the form. Oh, guess gave birth to a bottle.
Detox water. Yeah, I'm surprised I missed on all of them.
Especially that one.
Yeah, that one felt. Now, this is me proclaiming I'm gonna get a strike on this one. This is when I actually try. Like, this is usually my form. So that leg kick, boom.
Oh, that one middle guy.
One guy. Then come home and, you know.
Now, it was a chilly night, so we needed to turn up the heat.
Yeah, the cats hogged the heater there. And my shoe collection. And good times.
This was the best week ever.
Yeah. So, also, one of the things I wish we would have gotten on film, got to hang out with our good bud, who I knew down here in Lafayette, but that you met in Brooklyn.
Right.
Joe came down for Mardi Gras to visit his family, and obviously Mardi Gras.
That was a whirlwind meetup.
Yeah, because we were on our way to go bowling, and then Joe's like, hey, I'm in town, I don't have much time, y'all come through. And we were both just like, oh shit. So we jumped up and went and had drinks with Joe and one of his friends from Brooklyn. And good times. But the craziest part of it, okay, so it's like, you know, we had a few drinks. I had like 5 drinks, I think, in the span of 30 minutes.
Yeah.
I was like, wait. I looked down at one point, I was like, I looked at his friend, have you been drinking this? Like, but it is purple haze. I mean, it's like drinking raspberry water. But, so we have drinks, we're leaving, we're going bowling. They're going to some dark place in Louisiana. Do you remember what it was called? Wherever his parents live. Where they have frogs and lizards. And racists. But we're leaving, and we asked his friend to take a picture of us.
Right.
You know, because, God.
Memories.
You never know when you're going to see these people again. You know, it's always a good time to see a really good friend. And before the picture, there's a man sort of walking with a limp, but he's dressed like nice, like button-up shirt tucked into some jeans, nice.
Right.
And he's walking by himself with a noticeable limp. And he asks sort of like, what does he say? Like, hey, where's all the bars around here?
Yeah, I think it was like, where's a good place to drink or something like that.
Right, something like that. And I don't know, I guess Joe was like, yeah, down this street. And I was like, how old are you?
Right.
Because, there's different variations of bars down on Jefferson Street, Lafayette, Louisiana. He's like 30. I'm like, because at first I think I said, go to Marley's. Because he just looked like a Marley's guy. Like the jeans with the button up tucked in. I was like, you'll fit right in. No one will look at you like you have a limp.
Limp? What limp?
And then he was like, I'm 30. I was like, oh yeah, go to green room. That's usually where we go to shoot pool. The weird part was that he lingered during our photo shoot. So me, right. Joe, Maddie, we're sitting there, we're arms around each other, trying to pose, and he sees that we're doing this, and he keeps talking at us. And
and then he's getting like crazy, like, oh, just ignore the guy with the limp, or
right. He was like, he started getting personal. He was like, oh yeah, y'all won't care about this whenever you're looking at this picture later, or just like weird shit like that. And we were like, nah, man, just bars right down there, man. Have a good one, like we were trying to be as nice as possible. And he was like, oh yeah, I'll just walk into traffic, just fucking kill me, like that kind of like just weird energy. And then the wrinkle unfolds later that night when you realize...
Well, okay, because he said something about...
Don't drink and drive.
Because we were standing in the street taking the picture. And there was like, it wasn't a busy street, but there were cars coming and we could see them. Then he said something about like... Or someone said something about getting hit by a car. And then he mentioned... that he got hit by a drunk driver in South Africa.
Right.
In 2000 whatever.
And he's saying all this as he's walking away from us.
Right. So it's just like fading away.
This way to South Africa.
And then we get into the car and then I realize I remember this person from the supermarket that we go to.
Albertsons.
And I remember this because I was waiting in line to be checked out. And he was telling the person in front of me how he was hit by a car in South Africa in 2000 whatever. And then I was like, oh, that's that guy. But he always has a mask on, so I don't really know what he looks like.
Right.
I was like, that is that guy.
So he bags sometimes, but he doubles as a cart guy that, reels in all the carts. And the only interaction I've ever had with him was I was bringing the cart towards the car, and I just opened the back, trunk area, and I put maybe my first bag in of several. Thanks a lot for coming to help, by the way.
Whoa!
And he's like, I'll take that cart. And it's like still full. And so I'm just like, oh man, I appreciate it. So I'm just like, so now I'm like hurrying
just tossing the eggs,
instead of like
everything.
placing everything in like, the right spot so it doesn't shake around back there. He's like, no problem. Thanks for coming to Albertsons. Come again. I was like, damn, man. Like, imagine liking your job that much. Like that you're that... We here at Albertsons love our customers. Da-da-da. Bye. Cool, man. But, if he suffered brain damage because of a car accident in South Africa, my karma level is a credit rating of...
I think he did.
100 right now for making fun of him.
I think he did.
So,
seems like a nice guy.
Yeah, not rapey at all.
No, but also I just wouldn't. I worry for him walking around the street by himself.
Yeah, like I should have ditched y'all and just filmed a documentary on his life at that point.
When the time is right,
yeah,
you gotta go for it.
I should have gone for it. So I stumbled into a gambling. Why are you making that face?
No, nothing. Continue.
So I said, after winning $100,
woo,
that, you know what? As soon as football season's over, I'm done. Right?
Right.
And then, I'm sitting around, I'm a little bored. I got an extra $10 in my account. I'm like, all right, let's do this. So you put $10 in, they give you a bonus. They match whatever you put in. I didn't even know that.
So now you have 20.
So now I have 20. So I'll make a 3-team parlay. All these teams have to win. I put $3 down. I win like 13. So immediately I have $23 in my account. I withdraw the $10 that I just put in. So basically, I robbed the system And now I have $13 to play with. It's my play money. It's my
Free
Monopoly money.
money.
It's my Monopoly money.
That free parking money.
Yeah, it's like you just pass go, bitch. Or yeah. Yeah, I guess it is more like free parking because I did have to put up 10 to get my 10 back. And then I'm just playing with free money.
Right.
It's good times. Currently, I have $6 hairs left of that 13.
Better hold on till what? When? August?
Yeah, I know. Well, that's
September?
why I make little $1.50 bets here and there. But like it's like 7 teams have to win. And I put up $1. And if all 7 of those teams win, I win like $150. You know, like those are my favorite kind of bets. But then they're also agonizing because you get like 5 out of 7 of them, and you're like, why did I bet on those 2? God, if I would have just...
And then you're grumpy or in a grumpy mood.
No.
I say, what's going on? You're like, I just woke up.
No. That has nothing to do with the gambling. It's the acid reflux disease and the droopy tits of mine.
Right.
My big sloppy droopy tits.
Ugh.
Oh, come on. How do I look with my shirt off? Be honest.
Why you gotta say
listeners.
sloppy? You're not sloppy.
I know. I just like that word.
Moving on.
Did you do crisscross applesauce as a kid?
Yeah, like sitting down on the floor. That's what they call crisscross applesauce.
I don't know. What did they call it down here? Oh yeah. You're right. Well, there's a body movement, like you give yourself the chills. You know what I'm talking about? Like
Never.
Cross, applesauce, spiders crawling up your back. Cool or no? Tight, squeeze, cool breeze.
Ah!
Did it work?
That's an invasion of privacy.
Well, yeah, you could never get away with it now at a corporation where everyone's wearing suits.
Not even at a school.
Oh,
yeah, we didn't do that shit in the Bronx, New York.
Well, no, students would do it to other students. It wasn't like teachers were coming up doing that.
Oh, I would hope it would be students, not teachers. Oh my gosh.
Come here, boy.
Let me blow on your neck.
Let me do crisscross applesauce and squeeze those shoulders, those little boy shoulders.
You squeezed pretty hard.
I was trying to make you get the goosebumps.
I did. I got a little chill.
All right.
But
it's bizarre.
I don't like it.
It's just like
I'd rather do that thing where you're like standing in between a door and they're like push against it and then you move away and then your arms lift up.
Oh yeah, the resistance, and then all of a sudden it's involuntary that they rise. Yeah, some of that was mental though, I felt like.
No, I think that one really works.
Because the muscles...
We're going to try it after the show.
There's another one, like if I place my finger directly in between your eyes while your eyes are closed, you can feel...
Yeah.
And I'm not touching...
But that's definitely... I think that's
touching
mental.
you at all.
I mean, but, we have energy, so...
Well, we have, like, senses. Some of them more dull than others, but,
Yeah, this is a pretty sensitive area. Your forehead. Your forehead.
The third eye, possibly. I mean, if you did it right here, let's say I do it to your cheek. You don't really feel anything, right? But if I do it to your eye, you really
get out of my third eye.
And then
She's
if I do
sleeping.
it to your third eye, you get a little sensitive.
My third eye is sleeping.
I wonder how many movies somebody's been shot between the eyes. You know, now they always say, like, shot him right between the eyes. Like
that's what they need to do to the zombies.
Where there's like a bullet hole right up top. With
right.
a triangle of the eye, the 3 eyes.
It has to be like one of those bullets where it doesn't like explode your face. It just like goes right through.
Not a shotgun shell. It's like a stealth pistol. Or with a silencer, and it makes a clean hole. Then blood just slowly flows
but
out.
There's some bullets, not like shotgun shells, but like bullets where you like shoot it. I think these are illegal, I'm assuming, but like you shoot and it just like explodes inside.
Yeah.
So like it literally just like rips you apart.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't like guns, so why would I know about
Hollow
this?
shell or something?
Maybe, yeah. I remember learning this in forensics.
Yeah, there's some sort of shell that upon entrance. Yeah, I think it because they fly faster. I don't know. I don't know shit about guns. I'm not the right guy to ask. Let me get a beer. What about this? All of us are dead. We just finished, and it had been like a week and a half that it took us to watch one season, and it's this South Korean zombie movie.
You don't have to say it. Mamma mia.
I want to give credit to the South in some way, but the only way I can do it is if it's South Korea, not South America or even South United States.
South United States, where we dwell.
Well, we're camping out here until we make our next move. We're not married to this place.
Yeah, definitely recommend the show. Woo! I was highly annoyed towards the end, but that's all I'm gonna say about it.
So you thought it was a bad ending? I mean, that's usually what they say about the last episode of any show. It's like, like they complained about Seinfeld's last episode. I thought it was the perfect way to wrap it up. It's like...
That was a good way. Because it literally, like, for the Seinfeld ending, it was like it was like a callback to all the jokes and everything that happened in the show.
It was genius.
Yeah.
It was genius. Like, what did you want them to do? Like,
somebody die?
Like, what? Yeah, exactly. Like,
they all die in a plane crash.
No. and the best part is they're all sitting in the jail cell, and they make the ultimate callback to the very first episode where Jerry is questioning if George's top button is a little too high on his shirt. And he's sitting there, and he's like, is that button too high? It's like, no, it's normal. It's like, I feel like it's too high. And that's like one of the first things they talk about in episode 1, season 1. Hello? Perfect. Perfect ending. The ending of this, zombies...
All of us will die.
Yeah. Please go. If you don't... God, if you don't have anything better to watch, which I mean, if you do, write to us and tell us what the fuck to watch, because this is about as good as it gets.
It is a little scary.
It's scary if you're 7. 8 and above, I say.
Also, it was like kind of funny, and it was like very K-drama romantic at times.
That was the only part I didn't like, because I knew it was one writer that kept having his or her voice like having to be heard. Like, I think we should really play up this romance between these two, you know? Yeah. Because it really wasn't necessary. Like, I'm sorry, if a zombie apocalypse breaks out, like, I'm not like having these deep talks about how I've always loved you.
Maybe you are, because like it's a possibility that you could die.
Could fuck?
No, that you can die.
Fuck while we die as zombies?
So, like, you don't know what happens.
Yeah, also, I'm not in 11th grade anymore.
True.
That's the only knock I have on it. Other than that,
it was a good story.
Pretty spectacular. And it opens up a clear path to a season 2.
Yes, definitely. So we are getting a season 2 of All of Us Will Die.
All of Us Are Dead.
All of Us Are Dying. All of Us Are Dead. And Squid Game.
Almost at the same time, I hope.
Because these two shows were both shot the same time.
With one of the same actresses.
Who died.
God damn it. Spoiler alert. Well, you don't know who she is. They all look the same, right?
Oh. No, Belle.
Obviously,
no, Belle.
No. Look, some of the guys are hotter than others, all right?
You were impressed by my Korean accent when I said Hwaesan.
Hwaesan.
Which is the city that this show takes place in. Hwaesan, a fictional city in South Korea.
Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely getting the Duolingo app back just so we can learn Korean. Because it is a ridiculously charming...
Appa!
Appa!
No, stop it. Just say the words you know. Just say the words you know. No. Okay, enough. Stop it. Stop. Enough. No.
All right. Look, if a Korean person tried to make fun of a white person accent, I would not be upset about it.
Yeah, but they'll be actually saying words.
Yeah, because they're smarter than us.
You're not saying anything. Stop.
I'm speaking in the spirit of what I hear.
No.
Am I getting a slap on the wrist?
You're about to get a drink in the face, bro.
All right. Well, for all of our sake, I hope you go watch All of Us Are Dead. And as always, put the captions on. Don't do the English voiceover, because then you won't be able to hear the beautiful cadence of these actors and these Koreans.
Beautifully said.
So now we're going to start watching Euphoria, right? Even though you've kind of blown through the first season without me.
You weren't interested in watching it.
I thought we put it on once and you were like, turn this off, it's gay.
Well, listen, I will say that show is like very difficult to binge watch. It's like a show I would like to see one episode a week. Because the content is a little heavy and ridiculous, and it's definitely something you can't binge. Very traumatic.
Damn, so is it making you look back on your high school years and think, why didn't I go to this high school?
No, absolutely not. It's like, wow, thank God my high school career was nothing like this, or I probably would not be
alive.
Yeah, probably.
Well,
like topics include obviously drugs, blackmail of child pornography, domestic violence.
How much nudity is in it?
A fair amount, but not like every episode.
That's my issue, is that if these are supposed to be teenage girls, I get it, HBO, you're edgy. And I get it, the actors portraying these teenage girls, quote unquote, are not in fact under the age of 18.
Right.
But
we are watching a show and we're supposed to
be... The suspension of disbelief is a little... it puts the viewer in a awkward situation when trying to authenticate the high school experience, in which, from what I've heard, I mean, I didn't see weed until I was a junior, and I didn't even smoke. Like, I just saw it, and I was like, oh my God. And they're from what I hear, again, they're like freshmen going to like trap houses and shit.
I don't know if they're freshmen, but they are pretty young, and it's more than weed. It's a little bizarre.
Takes place in California?
Yeah.
Interesting. Does it have a fictional place as well, or is it an actual city?
You know what? I never got the name of the city.
La Hacienda?
La Hacienda?
La Hacienda?
The Mexican restaurant that I love.
Is it El Paso, California?
Oh, gosh. I'm sure there is no, there probably isn't, right?
Oh,
that's
God.
Texas.
Who knows? Texas. The last show that we watched on a joking level, but apparently you had already seen it not on a joking level.
Oh, I binged it during quarantine, the beginning of quarantine.
Where was I?
I have no idea.
Out getting COVID?
I was working.
Oh, you had it on the background.
And then I had it on the background. So I wasn't really watching it, but like there was points where I was like, wait, what? What is this show called?
Love is Blind.
Love is Blind. So apparently the new season is also crazy. We watched one episode of the first season. What did you think about it?
Well,
what do you think about like the concept of the whole thing?
All I know is you never seen the person, and 4 days in, you said I love you. That's all I needed to know. No, it was a definitive I love you.
It was.
It wasn't like, I think I'm falling in love with you. Like, something like that I could understand. It's like, man, I'm so into you. Something, I love you. It's like, what the fuck, man? Like, you haven't even seen this person. You just... Look, I know a lot of people listen to this podcast and they're like, I think I love that male voice.
Probably.
Or vice versa.
No, not after you mimicked my voice, which was spot on, by the way. Yeah?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, you do.
Well, Jesse,
no, that's
the
Bosco
voice.
That's Bosco's voice. Anyways.
Yeah, I can't do it on demand. It just comes to me naturally. I'm channeled by you. But I can do the Bosco voice anytime you want.
Do the Bosco voice.
Well, I don't know about Love is Blind, but I do know I love you. Can you feed me?
I love you forever.
I'm trying to sniff Cookie's butthole, but she keeps running. It's tough, but I'm the mayor of this house, and I gotta keep it together.
This is good. This is
like
good.
Butters and Towley mixed.
And Mickey Mouse.
And Mickey Mouse. A gay Mickey Mouse. All right, let's move on to some news. This story hurts my brain to even say.
Go for it.
Supermassive black holes will smash into each other and warp space and time, scientists warn.
So, can we go back like 2 years?
I'm wondering... Because everything works, like when you think of the universe, they're always talking about, like, this planet is 10,000 years away from us.
Light years.
Right. Not like miles or, like, it's something that we can't even really comprehend or wrap our brain around, is how black holes even work, much less merging black holes. Like, are we all gonna wake up?
I would assume that merging black holes is something very terrifying.
It's like a universe eating a universe, and then it just goes on in an infinite loop.
Yeah, like the circle of life. Like you seen those diagrams when you were younger in school, where it's like, oh, like a fish eats plankton, and a bear eats the fish, and then a man eats the bear. I don't know.
Right, and then the man dies, and a tree is born, and it creates plankton
in the
fish.
pond. Yeah. That's
still kind of creepy.
That's the universe.
It's unsettling.
It's unsettling because we don't know anything about it.
Yeah. We don't know how to... I mean, there are certain people out there, scientists and whatnot, that sort of have a grasp. Like, they have a theoretical and mathematical grasp of it, but even they, I don't think, truly understand it. You know, otherwise, I don't know, like, what... How is it not more clear to everyone?
I don't think it's a clear understanding, and they can't really... I feel like it would be some sort of disservice to speak about it if they don't really know much about it.
They just know the big words about it. And they're possibly hiding something for our own good. Let's hope.
Okay, by the way, there's this thing, like, on NASA or, like, one of those websites where they take a picture every day of, like, space or a star or whatever's happening in the solar system. And I looked, the day that we met, there was a solar eclipse in Australia.
Well, that's where we have to move.
No, absolutely never.
Right,
no,
smack
never,
dab in the middle.
Never. I don't even think I ever want to go to Australia. Not gonna go.
Yeah, that's one of those places I would only go if I was a billionaire and I stayed in Sydney in the 16th floor of the nicest hotel that they have.
That doesn't have spiders.
Yeah.
The size of my head.
Yeah. And I got driven from the airport straight to that hotel.
And then you never leave the hotel.
And then I just dick dance all around the hotel, on the balcony. I go to a beach that's, you know, kind of safe. And then I get back in that Uber and go straight to the airport.
Right. That's it.
Because Sydney looks amazing. I mean, the shots I've seen,
I'm sure it's beautiful. I have no doubt in my mind.
But Perth? I'm not going to Perth. That's where... Australia is where they used to send all the inmates. You remember this?
Yes, vaguely.
I mean, we weren't alive, but...
I remember hearing
they started a whole
this.
country with a bunch of criminals and prostitutes. And actually in Louisiana, too. They were paying people in France to colonize... I think it's to colonize Louisiana. They were trying to build a population, so they sent, like, criminals. You can get out of jail, but you have to go marry... Or you have to have a baby with a prostitute. And we're going to send you to Louisiana. Good times. A man, a New York man, that is, has defied the odds, not once, but twice, by winning the lottery twice.
Woo! What a lucky guy.
$10 million lottery for the second time in 3 years.
You know what I say about this? Hey, you won once. What are you doing again? What are you doing? It's a little selfish.
Well,
Save some for the rest of us.
To his credit, you know how they try to scam you. You know, obviously we've won the lottery so many times that we're pros in this game. Not to mention my gambling history, but you always want to cash out rather than, end up getting fucked. So he chose to receive his winnings in a lump sum of $6.5 million, instead of the full 10, which he would only get like payments, through the years.
Right.
I'd be like, nah, bitch, I don't know how long I'm gonna live. Like, give me
he looks
60% of it.
Right? No.
And I've done this song and dance before. Yeah, what a nationality? How old?
Nationality, I really couldn't tell you, but the hair situation.
He's wearing a mask.
Is bad.
Well, it looks very Italian, I would say.
Yeah, maybe.
He's wearing a mask below his nose, so you can only see his nose and his eyes and his hairstyle. Hairstyle definitely going like Goodfellas-ish,
Yeah, it's like slicked back, but it's not black, and it's not blonde.
It's like graying a little. And his eyes look like maybe he's done a little coke in his day. His nose looks like he's done a little coke in his days. Well, a fat bastard, right? He looks like... Nah. Maybe like 60 pounds overweight.
He has skinny wrists.
He has small hands.
Yeah, he has very small hands.
Compared to
he
his
can't even
face,
hold up that little tiny.
Yeah, he's holding
check.
up that big check, and it's like, yeah. Well, good for you, sir. Don't tell your family. The world's largest airplane was destroyed yesterday. Well, whenever this was. Few days ago, during the conflict in Ukraine, and the magnitude of this plane.
Yeah, I would be scared to ride this plane.
Just describe to the listeners, okay? Paint a mental picture of these are the kind of planes I'm pointing to,
right,
that we get on to go to Green Bay, Wisconsin, right?
Yeah. Probably even the ones we went on were smaller.
How many of those planes could fit into this plane that they're showing here?
I would say like 5.
I would say like 8. Maybe 7. Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Like, it's ridiculous how big this plane is. Like,
yeah.
you could...
I feel like that plane can't even, like, stay in the sky.
Well, but it has... I would imagine it has so much power, to be able to... I mean, the thing about these little guys...
Like, a murder could happen on that plane.
Yeah.
And nobody would know about it for, like,
you could actually probably shoot
hour.
a gun off in this large plane, and it wouldn't break, like... air cabin
pressure.
It would just be like, nah, nothing. But it was destroyed because
by like a bomb.
I don't know, something went off. Yeah, it had a cult status. It was a hell of a thing, that plane. But not to worry, Kim Kardashian, she built her own plane. Let me see if I can find this. She built a plane, I want to say it's like $190 million custom plane. I can't find it. But, yeah, her plane wasn't even as big as that shit. I mean, that's not even Kardashian rich. That's just...
stupid rich.
That's some dumb shit, man. All right, so speaking of the Ukrainian war, conflict, whatever it is, basically just the closest thing to Hitler we've had in a while. A guy slowly losing his mind over...
And his shirt.
Yeah, his shirt, but with his belt and jeans still on. Basically, it's a land war guess we kind of talked about this last time, but I'm finding out more that he really doesn't even have anything financially to gain by doing this. It's like a legacy move. It's like a
it's
like I'm getting older. I want to go out with one last bang, and it's actually costing the Russian army and economy money for a war that's actually dragging on longer than he would have wanted. So everyone's scared now because they're like, well, he's too proud to admit defeat or to back down. So now he's just gonna do something crazy and just be like, oh, okay, you want to resist, and then just bomb the entire nation of Ukraine. So it's like this weird little middle zone that, like, maybe just give him what he wants and for the greater good of things, or no, we're Ukraine, we're prideful people, fuck you.
I mean, the Ukrainians are kind of badass. Like, you saw that, this was like a while ago, like that older woman talking to the Russian soldier, and then she said something nasty to him. I can't remember it right now, but like basically like, oh, she gave him sunflower seeds. She was like, I look forward to sunflowers growing where you die.
Damn, that's savage.
Woo!
Savage. Well, a Ukrainian beauty queen joined the war.
Nice.
So there's a woman named Anastasia Elena, and she was like Miss Ukraine or whatever. How you rate her? 1 to 10.
She's pretty.
I mean, like,
9.
Like, she looks like a housewife in her 20s,
Yeah, Real Housewives of Ukraine.
Yeah. And she joined forces, and she's, like, shooting and shit. So, look at her. Badass. I mean, what else are you gonna do? Your modeling career is over. You're 23.
Yeah, I guess, like, when war breaks out, modeling seems sort of really ridiculous.
Yeah. In other political news, the House passed a bill making lynching a federal hate crime. Wow.
Hi, it's 2022. Welcome.
What took so long? They're like, you know what?
It's about time.
After about, 60, 70, 80 years, I guess, upon further view, it's a hate crime. Sure.
What else can it be?
It's a love crime. It's a crime of passion. I love you so much, I'm going to lynch you. During... What the hell is this? Hold on, go kick that heater. Here in the studios, we have a... just move it. I think it's on an odd plot of land. Possibly...
Turn it off?
Yeah, well, it is off.
Why is the light on?
Well, because it's still plugged in. Alright, just lay it down. Lay it down like it's a baby.
It's fine.
No, it's going to drive me crazy. Lay it down. See? If you stand by it. There we go. That son of a bitch. Anyway, the president gave his State of the Union address on Tuesday. That would be last Tuesday, I suppose.
Yeah.
And basically stated that COVID is over.
Woo! Take your top off.
It is
Spring
now
break.
an individual choice option for masks, which, to my knowledge, were always sort of loose and sloppy when it came to, when it came to the enforcement of it.
Right, so now everyone can shut the hell up. People still want to wear their masks from time to time, like me. I can do that without people judging.
Well, here's my thing. I taught music lessons yesterday, and I wore my mask because I'm in such a small room with a stranger, and COVID or not, I don't want this little dookie hole touching boy like sneezing in my mouth, like sneezing droplets all up in the air. Like, that's probably how I got sick. That or counting money,
Right.
My new job, I gotta count some money. I'm touching all these crusty ass dollar bills, and then, like, without thinking about it, like scratching my face and ugh, germs.
Gross.
I'm so glad I'm not germophobic though, because that seems like a terrible way to go through life.
Well, I feel like especially during COVID, I'm sure the germaphobes were
That must have been
beyond.
Yeah, torture.
And then I think new people
became germaphobes. Yeah,
became germaphobes.
Yeah, and that's a lot of people are saying that the excessive use of hand sanitizer causing cancer. Like, you're not supposed to use that much hand sanitizer.
I like my hand sanitizer.
I mean,
but I also like washing my hands. People need to wash your hands.
You like to make a mess in the bathroom.
It's literally soap and water on your hands.
And then you splash it everywhere. And then you grab the towel. And then the droplets get on the ground.
And then they dry. It's water.
I'm not saying you. I'm just saying in general when you wash your hands.
And I'm just saying in general.
So you're like a ninja when you wash your hands. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, because I don't really notice anything.
Good.
Now, we did get this new foaming hand sanitizer. I feel like it's like a mix. It's like a hybrid of washing your hands and just doing the little gel squirt. Kind of like it.
Foam is good. Foam is good.
Speaking of...
Foam?
That's more like germaphobe. This would make them kill themselves. A Bronx man was arrested for smearing poop on a woman's face in a New York City subway station.
Woo! The rage. The rage. I would have had.
You would have killed this guy. Yes?
I would have attacked. The rage I would have felt. I can't even.
And he's wearing like a pretty cool outfit, like just like low key gray with like a,
I mean, poop that is next level. Okay, in New York City, you're about to see people pooping in the subway. I've seen it so many times. I've seen people pooping on the sidewalk.
Well, I've pissed in the subway, but I go to all the way to the end of the platform, and it was only in emergency situations.
Yeah, I thought that was ridiculous too, but
I'm sorry.
Either way, I've seen poop. I've seen piles of poop on the subway platforms. Never in my life would I've ever thought somebody would throw it, smear it on somebody's face.
Smear it on someone's face.
Like that. What kind of person are you?
Well, a prisoner now, because I'm sure he'll be in jail for a while. We got, speaking of shit, we got a Mesh's Donut King cake.
Yes.
How do you rate this king cake? Because it's a Mardi Gras tradition. It's a Mardi Gras delicacy.
It's a good cake. I mean, I can't really compare it to anything.
I opted for the Bavarian cream, which is my favorite.
Right.
And what happened in the meshes?
All right, so we go in. Was it like near closing time?
No, it was like 2.
Okay.
They stay open till 5 during Mardi Gras.
Yeah, all right. So we go in, and they have boxes of cakes that they're just like baking and boxing up, and you can just pick it up and check out.
It's mass producing because of the high demand.
So they have like multiple sizes, you know, like extra small, like for literally like 2 people, you know, to like extra large for
like a party. One's like $70 and one's like $12.
Right. So we go in, we're looking for Bavarian cream because, you know, they mark it off on the box. And the only one we see is the one in between, right? It's
like $30.
It's not super big, but it's a little too big for us. We go to checkout.
I already have my card, like, putting it on the thing.
And they come out with a small Bavarian cream. And I was like, oh, they just put out those small Bavarian cream. And then you were literally paying. And then what did the cashier say?
She was like, oh, well, that's just more for y'all to eat. Or some shit like that.
It's like, no, ma'am.
It's like,
no.
Ma'am, can we do something here? I'm sure if I would have been like, look.
We should have just asked.
I know.
I
know. Because now we have
we still have king cake.
We have like.
And I don't want to eat anymore.
We still have half of it. So if anybody wants to come break in our house, just steal the king cake and keep it moving.
We haven't even found the baby yet.
Yeah. And I put the baby, and it's been so long, I don't even know where the fuck it is either. So I wanted to stage it so that you would get it. But now I don't even know where the fuck it is. So I hope you don't choke on it or something.
Thanks.
Moving on. So yeah, we talked about the Russia-Ukrainian conflict. I'm not going to call it World War III, but another bad mark on Putin is that the rest of the world is against him.
Right.
And they're shutting all their shit down.
There's sanctions involved.
Their money has dropped in value by like 50 cents. That's how
I thought it was like 0.
Well, it's gone down considerably.
Yeah.
And the only thing is, gas is going up as a result. I'm not saying that we should I don't know. I think we're going to end up in this war. Because if people have to pay, it's up to like almost $6 a gallon some places.
Right.
And Americans are going to lose their shit. Especially like Los Angeles, where you have to drive, 30 minutes to get what would be like a 5-minute drive here.
Or because they're in traffic longer.
And you're just sitting there idling.
Wasting gas.
Yeah. And it's the most expensive there. So.
They just put another lockdown because we don't have time. Or money.
Yeah. Have you seen this on TikTok? I know you're a TikToker. The FBI arrests a TikTok star after the shoes seen in his videos were connected to a string of armed robberies.
No, I haven't. I'm not on that side of TikTok, but what an idiot.
Yeah. Douchey move. Don't wear the same fucking shoes when you're committing crimes. When you're TikToking. Now, you know, baby, I want to move to Green Bay, Wisconsin.
That's what you say.
And if you love me, you'll move there with me, right?
May.
That's what I say. But you liked it there, right? You can't admit.
I liked it because we were there for an event.
Right, but to live there, maybe not.
Not sure yet.
They have a Target.
Yeah, I know.
I mean, it's not any worse than Lafayette.
The cold?
Oh, what about no bugs?
There's bugs in the cold.
Yeah.
All right, what?
Anyway, a 24-year-old Wisconsin woman allegedly killed and dismembered her lover during a drug-fueled sex session.
This was in Green Bay, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Dumped his head and penis in a bucket and his legs in a crock pot.
And she decapitated him.
Yeah, and dismembered. Penis and head in a bucket.
Yeah.
But, I mean, you know, that happens all over the place. What are you going to do?
Well, at least if we do move there, you will not be involved with any of the local women.
Well,
that, you know, might get caught up in an entanglement.
Right. Get my dick and head cut off. No thanks. I have a Packer game to attend tomorrow. A polygamist weds triplets on the same day after they all proposed to him.
The triplets proposed to him?
On the same day. Simultaneously. So they're all sitting there. He's sitting there with these triplets. And they all at the same time say, "Will you marry me?" And it's like you're dating. It's like a sci-fi. It's like three of the same people.
This is very bizarre.
What country is that?
The Congolese? Congo? So the picture is the triplet brides holding the groom.
This man's.
And he has the face on like, "Yup, I did it." Wow.
I'm gonna fuck the same girl 3 times. But different. Just but different. For the rest of my life. Interesting. So the Kanye drama, obviously ongoing. Latest incident was a animated video portraying Pete Davidson being kidnapped and buried. So,
when will it end? Also, enough, Kanye. Enough. We're over it. No one cares. We're done with your bullshit. Yes or yes?
Yeah. I mean, you just better put out a fire album. That's all I'm saying. Because I haven't even listened to Dondi yet, but I heard it sucked.
How about put a diss track out?
Yeah,
Some
man,
sort
go
of track.
hard.
Put a diss track out
Take
instead
it back,
of like doing these crazy posts.
Take it back to 96, dog. Like Nas and Jay-Z, like, yeah, Pete, suck on that puss. Blah, blah, blah. You know, like some sort of like petty bullshit like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be way better.
And like with a hard beat in the background, and you're just like, yeah.
Get Ariana Grande on the track.
Ooh, yeah. I mean, sure. That's
Ooh, yeah. What?
Gen Z gals are growing out their body hair. It's sexy and empowering.
That's fun.
Women have been raising hell by ditching their razors after 2 years of the COVID-19 pandemic. Gals have given up everything from hair dyeing to heels. Ladies are now flocking to TikTok to show off their all-natural approach, grooming.
Listen, I don't care what anybody does with their hair. Fine. For me, I think shaving your armpit is a good idea because you don't want all those smelly germs to linger on your hair.
It's a moisture and smelly trap.
Right. That's just me. I don't care. You want to be stinky? Fine. That's fine.
For me, every time I would see it, and I know this is wrong.
Yep.
But I would always see someone seeking attention. Like, I could respect it if it was straight up being lazy. Like, I'm just a lazy fuck.
You know why? It's because those chicks that don't shave their armpit hair are like vegans. Like, they have to tell you or show you. Like, they'll always be wearing a tank top and they'll always be lifting their arms.
Right.
They'll just be standing there lifting their arms.
Yeah. I think it's down that way. And they point, like, to the sun.
Oh, I have a scratch, like, right on the back of my neck. What? Look at my armpit.
It's the same kind of energy. Like,
dye it. When they dye it, yes.
Like, they bring it up at least 5 times in the 20 minutes that you talk to them.
It becomes their personality.
Yep. Joy Behar suffered a dramatic fall on The View. So they're doing like a sweeping shot of the gals going up to their seats. And she just fucking bites it.
Oh, Joy.
79-year-old. Now, I think she started in comedy. And so I'm sure she's going to be very self-deprecating and, you know, handle the moment properly. I fuck with Joy.
Yeah. And she's old.
Yeah, 79, and she's sharp as fuck. I mean, like, she's, you know, she's no Whoopi Goldberg.
Whoopi.
Harvey Weinstein was caught with contraband milk duds in his LA jail.
What is... Oh. Okay.
You know what milk duds are?
Yeah.
Little dookie turds.
Well, you can't have milk duds?
You chew them for days. Well, apparently he wasn't supposed to. And his lawyers claim that he went into jail with those.
How?
This was an innocent misunderstanding, Weinstein said. It will not happen again.
Oh, God.
Dude's gotta have his milk duds.
He can't have his ladies. He has to have his duds.
I mean...
He's not producing movies. He has to have his duds.
Okay. Yeah, that gets it. A JetBlue pilot was grounded shortly before takeoff from Buffalo International Airport after he appeared to be too drunk to fly.
Oh, God.
TSA agents noticed that James Clifton, 52, seemed to be impaired as he passed through security.
That is very scary.
Over 4 times the legal
limit.
And he was removed from the cockpit.
Sir, call out of work. Please.
Yeah. During the TSA, he took off his belt and his pants and his underwear, and then got on the little conveyor belt with the laptop.
Fell asleep.
And then boarded the plane. TSA agents were a little confused by his actions. An Indiana high school teacher seen slapping his student was fired and arrested for battery.
Okay, wait. Don't laugh. Seriously.
What?
Did you see the video?
No, I did not.
Okay, it's awful. It's really bad. I was shocked. I couldn't believe First of all,
I mean, was it like a punch slap, like a closed fist slap?
First of all, the student left the classroom with his hood on, his backpack, walked out. Like, I don't know, something must have happened in class, obviously. Then the teacher runs after him. They turn a corner, and he catches up with him. He stops him. He pulls his backpack, slaps him across the head, and then knocks his head into the wall.
Damn.
Then he's like trying to pull him to go somewhere, and then the kid drops on the floor. Like, he just drops on the floor.
Jesus.
And then the teacher walks away. And like, it looked like a security guard walked up and was like, what the hell? And then the teacher just walks away. So they gave this teacher early retirement.
Wow, so he gets like a little check on the way out.
Not even suspended. Nope, just early retirement. Well, here we go.
He's gonna get a little jail time.
I haven't even heard word about the student, if that student is okay, because the way the video was, wow.
Yeah.
I'll show you later. It was crazy.
Level 6 felony in Indiana. So I think he'll be doing a little bit of time there.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this is the picture I want to show you of Cookie with Jesus.
Oh, yeah, it's cute.
Sorry, listeners, you can't see it.
That's the episode page.
Yeah, there we go. So, the episode page you see is a reincarnation of our cat Cookie laying in the lap of Jesus, who seems to be mourning.
He looks like he's contemplating, or he's like taking a nap.
Right.
At a park. He's just like,
He's like drunk. He's wine drunk at like noon. And he's just
why did I turn this water into wine so early in the day?
Like he has more fingers than he should. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I guess so.
He just has big hands, unlike that Lotto guy who has tiny hands.
He's bloated. His hands. He has gout in his Johns there. But Cookie's laying in his lap,
nestled.
Yeah, nestled. This is how she comes and tries to sidle up to you.
That's what she does to me every night.
Yeah,
just comes and cuddles.
Anyway, so yeah, that's the episode page, and we'll leave you with this. Pete Davidson is in talks to go to space with Jeff Bezos.
Goodbye.
And I hope this happens, and on their mission, it explodes.
Okay.
And Bezos and Davidson are both done. Gone. Bye!
Wow.
Bless you, Bitty.
Bless you.